this right now, they're probably watching it on YouTube, or you've joined the Twitch stream super early. So thank you. I'm just gonna double check that it works. Gonna mute this video as well, and we just double check a few things. Yeah, we are live. Great. All right, just gonna give it a moment for people to join, and I'm just gonna tell everyone we are live now. All right, let me know if you can hear me now. All right, great. All right, Roberto, Rod, it's going. All right, great. Okay, so I am covering WildSusanBoyle's team. So as many of you know, WildSusanBoyle won the first official Sylph Arena Battle Tower. So pretty exciting. I know I'm going to a Battle Tower next this weekend actually. Well, okay. I'm actually participating in it. I gotta do a lot of practice. So anyways, very exciting. It was an 8-round tournament. I think there was 157 people who participated, and I think the tournament ended with like 155 people. So really good retention rate. Usually like it drops like, you know, between 8 and 10% of participants in like a real tournament. I drop out in these like very large tournaments, but it seems like everyone was really engaged and had a lot of fun. Pretty exciting. I'm really glad that Sylph Arena decided to, designate these tournaments in a different way and gave them some official status, so make them even more hyped. So WildSusanBoyle's team consists of Machamp, Gligar, Gliscor, Probopass, saying Gligar because of the other Pokemon that his opponent has, Sableye, Alolan Marowak, and Granbull. So I'm looking forward to seeing how he utilizes Granbull. His first opponent is using Golbat, Gligar, Sableye, Medicham, Probopass, and Wigglytuff. So pretty standard team. So let's go ahead and get started. I have most of the battles, and I pulled the ones off stream. Hopefully I did that correctly. So leading off, Probopass into Gligar. So this is a positive matchup because this Gligar doesn't have Fury Cutter, so it's going to generate energy a little slower, and then as well, it's not doing that much damage with Wing Attack because it's double resisted. And he's taking a look at his team. He prefers to stay in, which makes sense because he has Sableye and Gliscor in the back. So thank you everyone for the follows. So Spark, Magnet Bomb, this is going to be the best moveset in the Probopass mirror. Magnet Bomb is neutral because it's super effective against Rock, and then resisted by Steel, while Rock Slide is double resisted. So he's going to put up the shield, and they're just throwing bombs at each other. Literal magnet bombs there. And there you go. And let's see. His opponent. I guess he was expecting the Gligar to come back in, but ends up being Medicham. So fortunately, the Magnet Bombs would have been better, but that's quite alright. He has a Sableye. Medicham doesn't have anything that really threatens Sableye that much. It actually has Power Up Punch. I think the most common moveset. Well, I think there's a number of different movesets that are viable for Medicham, but the most common one I've seen so far is Ice Punch for the Gliscor and Gligar matchups, and I'm sure a few others, and then Psychic. But obviously you can go Dynamic Punch or a number of different ways. Lots of viable movesets on Medicham, but none of them really threaten Sableye that much. All right. And they're just going to throw Night Slashes at each other, hoping to get a boost. Night Slash did get a buff, obviously, a little while ago, where the energy got reduced, and then as well has like a certain percentage chance of getting a buff. And it's one stage attack buff. And yeah, father son, father son battle. In this case, the father came out on top with a little bit of help. Gonna go. He is rocking the boosted Sableye, as you can see here, 1494. I actually have no idea if it changes any of these particular matches. I know it changes the mirror because he'll have CMP, but I don't know if it actually changes this particular match. I know there's a. So he tried to catch the rock slide into Propass, but similar to his opponent, he decided to, and they switch into Golbat. Okay, so likely, man, that's a crazy read. Walt asked WildSusanBoyle later whether or not he knew that his opponent wouldn't bring Medicham, because that is an insane read. And goes for the charge move. Decides to put the shield. Unlikely this is going to be... but didn't want to take the risk, which makes sense. He's clearly ahead of this at this point in time. And then here comes Wigglytuff. So that's why he needed to preserve. I'm trying to see... He didn't just stay in with Propass. And then just... go down that way. That probably would have been the better move. Gonna switch out into Sableye. So very nice play. Gonna undercharge this, and then just gonna let this. This is a rock throw variant. Okay. That's why he switched it. Okay, you know what? I didn't see it because Propass is so large. No offense, Propass. So Rock Slide, it actually would be the preferred move in that situation, just because they both do neutral, but Rock Slide is a better move than Magnet Bomb. All right. Yeah, it doesn't really make that big a difference, and to be honest, this Magnet Bomb would have did quite a bit anyways into Wigglytuff. So gonna go into the third game, hopefully. Yeah, now I see the... You know what? The sparks on WildSusanBoyle's side cover up the rock throws, so I couldn't really tell. So these rock throws are double resisted. They do a lot of damage. Though they have a high DPE, or high damage. High damage per turn. But since they're double resisted, they're not doing that much, and they generate energy so slowly. This puts the other Propass in a very favorable situation. So I'm gonna put the shield up. Must figure that this Propass is in a very favorable situation. And here comes... Oh, wow. Switching into Golbat again. This is likely just Poison Fang. Should build up to the Shadow Ball before... It's such contrasting moves in the sense that Poison Fang 1 is already resisted, and then Shadow Ball is such a heavy nuke. So we're going to see it's going to be another Poison Fang, and then going to farm up a little bit. Can't farm up too much because the wing attacks are adding up to Sableye, and it's pretty squishy. Actually doesn't even KO there. And then going to look to land... was looking to land the Shadow Snake, maybe thinking that... I'm not sure what... unless they thought it was Medicham. Which would make sense. Would it make sense? Propass? I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah, expecting Medicham. But it's quite alright. It doesn't make a huge difference. And in a very positive matchup, let's see if these rock throws... Oh, almost able to get it off, but it doesn't really matter. this Gligar is going to be able to Night Slash, and it's going to well, Night Slash is a pretty weak move, but should be enough. Yeah, there you go. These wing attacks do almost no damage. So that's round number 1. Let's take a look at round number 2. Rocking a Rhydon, Medicham, Golbat, Haunter, Wigglytuff, and Probopass. So running double tanks. Wigglytuff, obviously these charms are doing a boatload of damage, and I already know how WildSusan plays this out because I saw it on how he played out on stream against House Dark, and I don't know, does that KO? I'm curious. Gonna go into Probopass. Didn't want to end up in that situation where he would have a counter that would wouldn't. And now that Rhydon Rhydon's actually very good against WildSusanBoyle's team. It was actually a really crazy heads up play in the sense that and he probably even should have even shielded the Rhydon just because Rhydon actually does quite well against WildSusanBoyle's team. So perhaps even shielding the Rhydon might have been pretty good, especially those Mud Slaps do so much damage to Sableye. I think you have a high enough attack one, it does 10 even to the boosted, and then he ends up against Golbat, which is basically his dream matchup when your Probopass is down to 30% health. And it's going to put up the shield, and this matchup is over. So, crazy play. Like, man, tell me how many battlers in this world would stay in a Machamp versus Wigglytuff matchup. Like, I can't tell you very many. But I do think, like, preserving that Rhydon would have been a little bit better. But gets the favorable lead, leading off Sableye into Medicham. A little bit of lag there. And going to go for the Shadow Sneak. Shadow Sneak is going to be super effective as opposed to neutral on... I'm guessing he mostly has the Shadow Sneak for Machamp. It obviously deals super effective against Medicham, but you're not overly worried about this matchup, I can't imagine. But he can let me know in the chat. So able to win the matchup and draw a shield, which is pretty huge. Let's see. Gonna go into Wiggly. Oh, okay. Gonna go into expecting that there's Rhydon in the back. Yeah, Rhydon in the back. Man, crazy read. Wants to get the energy advantage. Realize that he's in a very poor matchup, especially since he didn't bring Medicham in, and looking to... Man, that's crazy. Oh, man. That is some crazy team reads. Jesus. And gonna look to land this Bone Club. Man, this is... Yeah, this play is excellent. Gonna go into Sableye and able to take it out. And then I'm assuming he's gonna try to land this foul play, but it gets charmed down. And now in an extremely positive matchup against Wigglytuff, man. That is pretty nuts. That is pretty nuts. Man, WildSusanBoyle is unreal. That's unreal, man. Okay, gonna go into game number 3. Purposely switch locking yourself, trying to get the advantage against whatever your opponent is, and then as well taking resisted charm damage is man, that's crazy. Jesus. All right, gonna go Probopass into Golbat, so very favorable matchup. So expect the switch out, and this Golbat might try to stay in. It looks like it's gonna be the case. Probably gonna try to land a Shadow Ball. Yeah, imagine just gonna go. Oh, man, imagine you're like, okay, my only chance is to double Shadow Ball this Probopass, and he decides to just shield the Shadow Ball. That's um, pretty demoralizing. But so probably Ice Punch. Oh, Dynamic Punch. Okay. Okay. All right. Does decent amount of damage. And probably going to look to Ice Punch. Yeah, Ice Punch. Oh, and oh man, there's that boosted CB. Probably not. It's probably would have survived anyways. Maybe I don't know. But it's able to take out Medicham. Really nice control. Must have known about that matchup or really good instincts. So obviously gonna go back into Probopass and gonna look to farm up a little bit and then look to land this Rock Slide and able to take it out. And let's see, Wigglytuff in the back. I guess the Wigglytuff is appealing because it walls um, Gliscor, Machamp, and Sableye. And oh man, that's just flexing on your competition. That is just what? What the heck? It was very unnecessary, but just to show off his timing. Gonna go into the next matchup. Very similar team, except including Skarmory. So obviously, very poor matchup. He was checking whether or not it was Snarl. Ends up being Charm. So then they mirror into the Alolan Marowak matchup. And well, no shield. Wow, that's crazy. And then no. Wow, really? Okay. Oh, going back into Grand Ball. Must have Skarmory in the back. Um, Basically running Grand Ball. Oh, man, okay, interesting. And I'm gonna guess Skarmory. Oh no! A champ. Okay, all right. Looks like it's just gonna be a cross chop. Would the mill survive it? I think definitely the Shadow Sneak is for Machamps. I could be wrong, but dealing neutral damage instead of resisted damage seems pretty appealing. It's like 2 stages of difference, so oh no, 1 stage of difference, and then not able to KO, and then gonna go for the foul play. It doesn't really matter, Shadow Sneak or actually no, Shadow Sneak makes sense because it's not resisted. Oh, I guess for Grand Balls. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. All right, gonna lead Probopass into this shiny Sableye. Um, Obviously, it's a favorable matchup, and then here comes gonna go into we're gonna stay in this matchup right now. We're gonna look to burn the shield, waiting for was probably perhaps trying to catch the Bone Club. I'm gonna switch out into Sableye, and Sableye has to worry about the Shadow Ball. The Bone Club's not gonna do very much. It's gonna be able to win the race to the charge move, and then I expect Grand Ball to come back out. Not Grand Ball. He only Sableye, but he goes into Rock Throw Probopass, and in a very painful situation. Let's see if this Probopass is going to farm all the way down. Looks like it is. What does he have in the? What does Chaz have in the back? Yeah, it's going to go for all the way for the farm down. So it's. Guess it doesn't matter because this. And then gonna go into. Okay, there you go. Wants to land this. Want to get the energy advantage on the Sableye, but they both decide to switch at the same time. But it's actually fine because it prevents the Sableye from getting too much of energy advantage. And gonna go into this Shadow Ball, which is gonna do a lot of damage to this poor Sableye, and then Gonna look to hit this in the perfect overcharge into this Bone Club, which then KOs. So able to win that set. And we're gonna go into we're gonna see the Grand Bull. See what moveset he has. He also has Charm. Okay, and then they're basically gonna just charm each other down, and they're gonna go into Probopass, and then because he has the superior Probopass moveset, he's gonna be able to win this matchup even with an energy disadvantage. And gonna farm up a little bit. All right. Let's see. Gonna go into this Magnum Ball. I'm not gonna do a ton of damage, but we're gonna look to shield and want to preserve the health of this. Does have to be careful of that. Okay, yep, nice switch on his opponent's side because this Magnum Bomb is going to deal less damage. Still deals quite a bit, and then oh man, yeah, okay, gonna go. Probably want to charm down, but realize like how little health his Grand Bull had left, and we're gonna see Sableye versus Probopass. Very tricky situation. You actually probably want to let this go, realizing this Grand Ball has energy in the back, and he doesn't want this Grand Ball to farm up too much. This is why he's letting these go, and yeah. See, man, let's see. That's like great keeping track of energy, and ideally he wants to build up to. His opponent is playing very well, and gonna go for the farm down, and gonna go for the Magnet Bomb. His opponent likely does not have a charge move ready since the Rock Throw variant, and able to take that round. So, GG. Gonna go against Wendog 88. I don't know, I'll probably say that wrong. Charizard. We're seeing Charizard for the first time. Probopass, Rhydon, Alolan Marowak, Machamp, and obviously this is a terrible matchup. These Mud Slaps are doing a lot of damage. I'm gonna go into see, man, like this is why Machamp is actually really good in this Rose Cup meta. These Rock Slides are gonna do a lot of damage, even though it's quite frail. If this is a Bone Club, he can survive it, and then it ends up being a Shadow Ball. Okay, risky play, but he's still in a man. That's kind of a he's gonna go into. He's going to look to draw down the shield. Ideally, drawing down the shield is better because the Magnet Bomb later on can take out the. Oh man, okay, yeah, this is bad. But he has quite a bit of energy generated, and Mudslap doesn't generate energy that quickly. He might be able to double. Oh wow, okay. Okay. Here comes the Surf. Obviously, a shield. Man, you might be better off not throwing the Surf in lieu of missing out on a Mud Slap, but I guess it's too late right now. Man, all he needed to do was draw his shield, and well, it's still gonna be no, it's not. Okay, no, it's not. This Magnet Bomb is not gonna KO. Oh, okay, yeah, it's gonna be able to charm down, and he's gonna switch out. Doesn't want it to build up too much energy. Though, like the fast move farm down was going to be the right play regardless. So on the Wigglytuff side, but man, able to pull out that win, huge. Okay, really nice play, especially over a poor situation. Gonna go Machamp and then expect the Wigglytuff. Oh no, Alolan Marowak. Okay, makes sense. Don't want to go into your hardest counter. And gonna draw the shield, and then gonna go into Sableye, hoping to farm down. This is only gonna be a Bone Club or a Shadow Ball. Bone Club. I thought it was a little early, but man, it's hard to say. Wigglytuff, yeah, they're gonna end up in a pretty similar situation. That Machamp is very healthy to take on the Rhydon later on, and they're gonna look to apply a little bit more pressure, but unfortunately those charms do way too much damage. And once the weight of the clock because he stayed in with his Machamp for a little bit. The switch clock is going to come up. Man, these are very nice plays on both sides. And then going to look to shield. And I don't know how much you want to. Probably going to farm down all the way. And then I imagine the Rock Slide. Rock Slide, Cross Chop, very spammy move, but not that good of a stat spread. And here comes he doesn't have the energy for it. But these charms are not going to do enough against Probopass. You want to hit Play Rough here. Unfortunately, not going to be enough, and going to go into the Magnet Bomb. So really nice play on his opponent's side to try to salvage that win. But man, it's hard. It's hard when you lose the lead versus WildSusanBoyle. He just capitalizes so well. So bait dependent win. Let's see. He throws the Rock Slide, or can he just double Rock Slide? Okay, all right. Let's see. Let's see what his opponent's gonna do. Goes for the Bone Club bait. And another Rock Slide. Oh, can probably just double Rock Slide. Okay, yeah. Well, I should probably looked up this matchup beforehand. And is he gonna let it go? And we're gonna see the Shadow Ball, and then I expect Sableye to come through. And then, oh, man, locking Wigglytuff. Okay, yeah. I'm not sure about that play necessarily. Wants to... Okay, just going to let this go through. Knows that there's likely a Rhydon in the back. Rhydon, again, very favorable against WildSusanBoyle's team. But he's able to... It's so favorable, but he's still not afraid to bring... Oh, man. Oh, God. This is so aggressive. Oh, man. That was uncomfortably aggressive. And expecting the Rhydon. It ends up being... let's see here. And gonna go for... Wow, that was uncomfortably... Sometimes I play aggressively. Obviously expecting the Rhydon to come in. And gonna go for... Man, Rhydon's so squishy. Still has energy on his Probopass, but he can't necessarily count on... Yeah, this is okay, though. He can't necessarily count on his Probopass winning the CMP tie. Oh, shoot. Oh, okay. I didn't add in round number 5. Okay. Sorry, 1 second. Oh, no. Well, I screwed up. Okay. Man, I thought he did his team. I did do his team. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to... While I find his Maximum Espresso's team. There you go. There you go. Okay, I don't know why I didn't copy that over. Okay, they're lagging a little bit. Okay. And then they both have the Spark variant. The quality's a little bit weird because I just pulled off the stream. All right. And gonna go into... and gonna look to... I'm not sure. Can you still... Man, the color saturation is so different from the stream video, and as well, it's slightly cut off because of how they cropped the video. Yeah, probably because of how they want to fit in the dimensions. And then he does lose the CMP tie, so a little bit unfortunate there. Had to burn a shield. And gonna look to undercharge it just a little bit. Man, that is a crazy calculated undercharge. And this Night Slash is probably going to be enough to KO. So unfortunately not able to capitalize on it. All right. These Night Slashes are not doing very much. And they're basically just going at it. I think he gets a No, maybe that's the second game. And gonna go in Night Slash into this Golbat. And gonna switch out into Sableye. Man, this is a big guessing game. It gets Shadow Balled. Actually does a little bit less damage than I thought it would, but still a lot. And gonna look to land one more, but likely gonna lose the race. See, I think this is where Chaz made the mistake. Saving that shield likely would have been a little bit better because these poison things basically do nothing. And saving a shield, it's like debatable, but I do think like him shielding there. Well, then the like Gliscor end up getting the buff anyways. But I do think like that shield, the shield would have been, I don't know, like would have been risky anyways because then the opposing Gliscor comes in and farms off Sableye. Is pretty low, but increases the chance of getting off 2 maybe. I think he definitely would have won, but he definitely would have won if he had not shielded. I don't know if he even lands that foul play and working out for him. But the opposing Gliscor is very low as well, so I don't know. WildSusanBoyle probably can say what he thinks the outcome is. I remember watching it on stream. I was like, I think the no shield is better. Golbat is pretty glassy. So obviously this was his first loss in the tournament so far. And I really should have edited this part out, going through the pick process. So I do think like if he then, the thing is the Golbat would probably go up for a Shadow Ball, and then he would shield and then farm down, and then I think he survives the Night Slash and then can double Night Slash the opposing Gligar. So okay, so for the mirror match, okay, so we know that he has a lower attack Probopass compared to Maximum Espresso, which means that he's gonna lose the mirror match. And I've been experimenting in my Go Battle League battles because I have a lot of high ranked Pokemon, especially in Ultra League, since I've been looking to do Ultra League for a while, and I lose a lot of the mirror matches. I'm not sure if you can like self piggyback. Obviously, can't QSA anymore. I don't think you can even self piggyback, even when I attempted to do it, and yeah. I'm gonna look to land the Magnet Bomb again. Gonna look to undercharge and then doesn't get the undercharge. And they both think the exact same thing. You can tell they've clearly know each other's gameplay. Because when I saw this on stream, I was like, this is actually where he gets the boost. And then it completely flips this matchup. Because I think he has the lower attack variant. And so this is where I don't think it actually makes any sense. He should have won. Like, unless this Gliscor has like some crazy attack, because it should take into consideration the buff, or it probably doesn't then. But or he didn't click on it. One of the two. I think actually maybe he didn't click on it. It should though. It should. It doesn't. Yeah. Anyways, it doesn't end up working in his favor. Yeah. Okay. All right. Gonna go into obviously super low. Yeah, I'm not so sold on how that. Yeah, I'm not sold on that particular play. Okay, ends up fading down, and Obviously, like when you're in a pretty desperate situation, you want to play it out. You want to try to be creative, but I think that Pro Pass would have been a little bit more helpful, especially since it's a Spark variant, than getting sacked. Maybe, I don't know. Like because he had a chance to KO beforehand. All right. Yeah, Grand Ball only appeared once, and it was in a Grand Ball mirror, so it wasn't too exciting. Yeah, like I think I don't know if he still wins, but it would have been very close. Um, he just get yeah. Plus, like if he had Poison Fang didn't KO because it's double resisted, triple resisted. So basically does nothing. Wing attacks doesn't do very much. So he might have had to Shadow Ball in order to KO the Pro Pass without getting hit by a Rock Slide. But he still would have been able to do like a decent amount of damage to the Sableye. If he gets up to Shadow Ball, which is I don't know if he necessarily does, and then has energy on his Pro Pass and lands the Rock Slide, it would have been perhaps enough. Like even a little bit of energy would have been enough to beat a Sableye at 0 energy. So going into a decisive game number 3. This is round 5. Okay, I'm not sure. I think they're still deciding. Waiting. Yeah, sacking a Pro Pass with energy is not debating. Everyone got really excited on stream when he clicked on the Grand Bull. They're like Grand Bull hype, and then he immediately broke their hearts. It's actually a very good Grand Bull, 115.11. That's a pretty good spread. All right, let's see. Gonna go into another mirror match. So he does lose this mirror. No, he does have the lower attack. So unless he gets a buff, and let's see. I think he lagged somewhere because he's clearly one wing attack away. So I think he realizes that, and then gets out of there into Sableye. So recognizing that he's like gonna get demolished in that mirror match because either he lost a wing attack or a wing attack went through and he didn't get one through or whatever or lag, whatever the reason was. He knew he had to get out of there because it would have ended with a Gligar with or a Gliscor. I don't want to keep saying Gligar, Gliscor with energy or quite a bit of health. So I think he decides not to shield this and is gonna look to farm down. Really nice play. Gonna go for the foul play. And the posing, I think they mirror the whole way through, and gonna go for the Night Slash. Looking to deploy any amount of damage, and then this posing. Oh man, okay, all right, all right. Huge decision. Oh man, that's basically the match decision right there. Man, that is, yeah, that was huge. Decides not to shield, um, and then obviously it's going to be pretty close. Gonna go for the rock slide, and then obviously this. Oh my gosh, Jesus! Oh man. Okay, literally, I was watching this with a friend, and I literally threw her pillow on the ground, her like little couch pillow thing. I was like, oh my gosh, did he actually just do it? I actually don't think it mattered because it would have survived, but still, nice for the effect. Nice for the effect. So able to win that round. Oh nope, that's his team. Okay, this one had a late start. Going up against Hang PJs. I have no idea what's happening right now, so some sort of nice switch. Okay, all right, and then gonna go into Medicham. Obviously, I have no idea what the lead was. I don't even know how they necessarily ended up in that situation. So Medicham goes for the psychic, and then gonna go for the Bone Club. And yeah, I have no idea. And then gonna go for the Shadow Ball. Some nice sweet connection there. And then obviously this matchup is pretty much over. Well, I think Wigglytuff might be able to KO this Alolan Marowak. Man, weak. Man, okay, lots of weak connections here. Yeah, this is Hang PJs. Okay, no, it's not. He's not gonna stay in. And gonna go for the Play Rough. I'm presuming. Not gonna be enough, and able to take it out, and close to best friends. And next one should be at 4,700. Okay, all right. So for those that don't know, Hang PJs is the local PvP hero. So the whole city is watching, eagerly awaiting this outcome. Well, he was the top X1, like lost the one match, so he got WildSusanBoyle was the number 2 seed at that point in time. So he got paired down, but still. All right. This tournament was very efficient in terms of like how long normally these tournaments take. So again, he's toying with the audience. All right, let's. Okay, so. Oh, I didn't even change teams. Okay, did I change? No, I did change teams. Yeah, this is right. Okay, looks like eagerly waiting. We can check out the IVs of his team. He has very good IVs, all low attack for the most part. Yeah, 2 streams in one day. It's a lot of streaming. Actually, I have to. I'm hoping to be able to send gifts before midnight, which is looking very unlikely. And actually also have to pack for Peru. Obviously, okay, Scrafty is obviously a poor matchup. Gonna switch out into. Okay, yeah, gonna go into Charizard. Not sure how this matchup plays out actually. And let's see, is that Dragon Claw? And okay, does want to win switch advantage. And there goes the Blast Burn, and this puts this Charizard in huge trouble, okay? Wants to land this Earthquake. Let's see what comes out. It's a Alolan Marowak. Oh, man. Did he catch it? Oh, man. This would be... yeah, that was not great, but this Foul Play is going to come through. Not going to KO. And going to look to farm down. Even if Power Punch comes through, it doesn't really matter. Oh, man, very unfortunate circumstances there. And wants to land the Shadow Ball to KO. Man, okay, all right. That is, well, you know, necessarily how he would play that any better. Maybe shield on the Charizard would have been the on one of the Night Slashes and win switch advantage. Probably would have been the play. End up in the Alolan Marowak mirror, but whoever has energy in that matchup. Okay, gonna go into the third match. So obviously not a great. Let's see if this is gonna be a Power Punch or a Foul Play. Ends up being a Power Punch, so doesn't fall for the bait. And gonna go for the Shadow Ball. Even though resisted, gonna do quite a bit of damage. Oh, he does bring out the... Okay, he does have the Grand Ball again. Okay. Yeah, not shielding the Scrafty, but was trying to catch a charge move. Like, I kind of get it, but... Oh, man, just deleted the... Let's see, he has like quite a few anti-charm. Let's see what he has. Charizard. Wants to land this Crunch. Not gonna let this Charizard do that. Oh man, no. Okay, I'm not going for the. No. I'm not. What sure what would you normally shield the Grand Bull? That okay. That the Charizard has energy in the back. And not gonna KO. Oh, okay, all right. We're gonna see a Bone Club that will do not very much damage. Or yeah, not Bone Club. All right, oh, man, the energy management is absolutely insane here. He needs shield. Like, this matchup's over. And able to take the win. Okay. This is the rematch of game number 1. Because I think they had lag in the first one. And this video is also going to be already super long. I think I only have 2 matches of this. So... I think, unless I'm mistaken, I'm pretty sure I only have 2 matches of this. Is that right? I don't have battle number 3, but that's all right. Okay. So this is the rematch. I think they had a dispute in the first match. So they're familiar with their lines. So if you see like crazy predictions, obviously this is for the battles. I've been hyping up for all you joining the For the Battles hype train. I've been on the For the Battles hype train back when it was like in pre-construction. Like, the train wasn't even assembled yet. Like, that's how long I've been on the hype train for. So, obviously, Pro Pass into Golbat. Very favorable matchup. And then going to switch out into Sableye. again, Rhydon is very good against WildSusanBoyle's team because he doesn't bring Machamp that much. Um, I guess like yeah, gonna go into foul play, and man, these mud slaps just slap. That's probably the appropriate term. Gonna go into Golbat, knowing that it's a very unfavorable matchup with Probopass. And man, that's perfectly timed Poison Fang. Very nice counting. And then expect the immediate switch out. No, okay, gonna stay in a little bit. Gonna look to. Well, they already know what each other have in the back, so it doesn't really matter at this point in time. Gonna go into the rock slide. Yeah. And just gonna probably stay in this matchup. Land the rock slide and then switch out. I don't know if the Alolan Marowak has that much of an energy advantage. Goes for the Shadow Ball. And this Shadow Ball is going to KO. Man, I really wanted to see this battle on stream. I was advocating for it. And then so this Bone Club will deal resisted damage, double super effective to the poison, then double resisted by the double resisted by the flying typing. Are we watching a showcast? Yeah, they're not literally battling right now. That would be quite entertaining, though. Man, I really want to see this battle on stream. Like this is like the matchup that I think a lot of people wanted to see since the beginning of the tournament, and then happening in round 7, it's gonna be crazy. So, all right. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Man, I have so much stuff to do after this. Okay. Thinking, pondering. That Rhydon. Man, Rhydon so good. For the medals made me convince me that I might run Rhydon. I haven't confirmed yet. I haven't finalized my Rose Cup team. But I am there's definitely a very strong consideration. That Mud Slap, that boost to Mud Slap makes it, man, is like this is an example of where it would play into consideration. You just saw the Twitch chat. Everyone was blowing up, wanting to see this battle on stream. You know, I love R6 Racing and Limo Lime, but this definitely would have been the matchup I wanted to see. So catches the lead, and then going to switch out into Wigglytuff, and needs to, because it's not Fury Cutter, and Wing Attack, it is dealing neutral damage. Okay, nice call. And gonna go for the Earthquake. Oh, no shield. Okay, that was probably a, I don't know if necessarily game changing because the Propass would have been able to farm. Okay, all right. Obviously gonna go into Propass, and then expecting. And then here comes Sableye into Medicham, and then this matchup is a legit shots look like. And it was it was definitely game changing. They basically made this matchup unwinnable after not shielding that Earthquake. Would have been able to put some pressure onto. It would have been it would have retained switch advantage. The Sableye is a problem, but obviously it just came a little Marowak, and then would have been okay. Would have been down a shield, but Medicham can beat Propass obviously down a shield, so able to take game number 2 and take the set. These are like two of the two battlers you want to definitely look out for. So he's going to go into the final round against House Stark. House Stark trying to going to go into the final round against House Stark. This is on stream. That's why the coloring contrast is really weird. They did a really great job on the stream. I think it looked really great. There's obviously some things that I'm hoping that are going to get implemented in the future to make it a little more exciting. So Sableye versus Machamp, man, it's so difficult to. So this is the right play, like going into Golbat, drawing it at the Probopass so you can farm up a little bit later, and then you're gonna go straight. You're just gonna straight farm it down. You actually prefer that the Shadow Ball comes through. So they have, and this Poison Fang is going to do absolutely nothing. And these wing attacks do very little as well. Going to go into the Magnet Bomb, which is not going to do a lot, but it's definitely going to chip away at this Machamp and able to land another one. I think House Stark undercharged the Poison Fang, so that ended up costing him that shield. I don't know if he necessarily wins. And this is a crazy maneuver, going into Alolan Marowak to catch, anticipating the Ice Punch going into Sableye. Man, that is like a 200 IQ play. Oh my gosh, that is insane. When I saw this on stream, I'm like, wow. He like just literally just outplayed him. Obviously, it's a shield here, so it doesn't really matter. And able to gonna farm up a little bit more. Man, that is. It didn't really matter whether or not he. Just because even an Ice Punch at this range wouldn't KO. Maybe a Dynamic Punch afterwards would have KO'd, but I think House Stark was carrying Ice Punch Psychic, and then obviously, man, that is actually I actually want to go back to that clip. That's the funniest one. That's the funniest. 1 second. This is I thought this was the funniest Probopass. Okay, I have to go back. Sorry, Stark. I'm sorry if you're on this stream watching. 1 second. I have to get this. Nope. Okay. 59. Nope. Come on. Man, I need to get a screenshot of this. Okay. This is the funniest one I've seen. Oh, God. I'm very easily entertained. Okay. Okay. Man, that's amazing. Okay, I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. This is hilarious. Save this for later. All right. I think that's one of the best ones I've seen. That's Probopass is like, don't let me battle WildSusanBoyle again. Please leave me off the team of 3. It is not gonna look good. So, oh man, that was awesome. It's like pretend I'm not here. Yeah, man versus machine. It was entertaining. Honestly, House Stark's an amazing battler, but losing a lead versus WildSusanBoyle is extremely challenging. He would have been in a slightly better situation because I do think he undercharged that Poison Fang, hoping to farm up a little bit more. And like, no one in this world could do that calculation. Say like, oh, if I do the full charge, then I'm going to be able to KO this Probopass before it gets a second Magnet Bomb. No one's going to do that calculation, but. Now I've been on the WildSusanBoyle hype train for a while. When I started battling him, I think I lost like 12 in a row. First time we battled, I was like, oh, okay, all right. see what it is. And certainly he's helped me a lot in my development as a battler. Yeah, no, for sure. There's definitely a lot of really good players. Showdown really showcased it. I don't think a lot of people knew about WildSusanBoyle. Obviously, I covered a few videos on him, and he played really well. But Ultimate Showdown definitely. Yeah, I told WildSusanBoyle he had to win. I remember he was thinking about not even going to Portland. He's like, probably not. And then winning the first battle tower, that's history. It's pretty cool. Okay, so ends up in a very favorable matchup. It is a bad matchup for Sableye, but it's not terrible. Still gonna do a lot of damage. This is the thing is like they both Propass is just a lot tankier than Sableye, and yeah, man, this is a huge difference. So I expect the Sableye to switch out. Interesting that the Sableye got to the charge move beforehand, and then they both simultaneously switch. Yeah, which is not great. I'm surprised because like they're both like 8 energy generation moves, and they both going for a 45 charge. So I'm not really sure how that Sableye. That's the second time that's happened against WildSusanBoyle. Obviously, against in the Gligar mirror or Gliscor mirror was another example, and going straight for the farm down. So gonna go into Propass with energy, and let's see what this Propass is gonna do. Gonna go for the Magnet Bomb, and then yeah, back to back. And obviously this opposing Sableye. Is it Sableye? Yeah, Sableye. Sableye's almost KO'd. Gonna put pressure onto... Oh, did I... Yeah, wait, actually, did they replay this? Did I capture this right? I hope I did. Oh, yeah, I did, because there's like a... Yeah, I'm pretty sure I cut to... maybe I didn't. And I think this is the one where it lagged. I can't remember. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the match that they lagged and they played it again. I mean, I may not have cut this video correctly. I think they played it again. Oh, I thought I cut this portion out. Ah, man. You know, they gave me the stream in like 3-hour chunks. So I was like, or like 2-hour, 3-hour chunks. And I thought I had cut them. Yeah, because talking straight for an hour is a long time. And then obviously going into. So this is the. Man, this is the. Okay, look at this play. So House Stark is overcharged. Oh my gosh. Jesus. That's oh man, that is brutal. Oh my gosh. That is absolutely insane. Obviously he's gonna go back into Probopass. Jesus. It's like getting into the head of like how a person battles and then just predicting their gameplay. So it was pretty nuts. So gonna go into Sableye, hoping to farm down. But man, look at this. This is probably not, but this is the best friend, best buddy boost. Oh man, that's yeah. That was the best buddy boost coming through right there. And now he's gonna overfarm, and then gonna be able to hit this bone club. And yeah, oh man, this is that was pretty insane. Wow. That is yeah, that's right, some high level gameplay, guys. High level gameplay. If anyone's watching this on YouTube later, that's why they're saying hi. I'm like, asked them how was the gameplay, and they said hi. All right, so gonna go into the third match. I think he actually brings in Machamp. Yeah, man, this is a. I could watch like 10 hours of WildSusanBoyle play, because man, just like eking out every advantage and adjusting his gameplay and reading his opponents, extremely well played. It's like a totally next level. Yeah, we'll see Grand Bull. Just because they were curious on what moveset your Grand Bull had. So obviously not a great situation. Gonna switch out into Machamp, and then we know how he likes to play this out. Likes to go for the Rock Slide, and ends up shielding, and then obviously wants to wait out the clock every last second of it, because yeah, for sure, here comes Medicham, and yeah, this is over. Yeah, this is obviously the Wigglytuff lead basically sealed the deal, especially since he had the appropriate coverage in the back. I'm gonna switch out into Sableye, not gonna shield this Ice Punch, and these Ice Punches are gonna add up. We want Grand Bull. Hustark seems looks pretty good. And then oh man, these charms are doing an insane amount. Even if he shields here, it doesn't matter. He's gonna get charmed down anyways. So he just concedes the match. Man, that is basically just going through the tournament. I think only losing twice, which was both on stream. One he definitely could have won, and this other one he Stark clearly had the better team composition, and able to beat him. So amazing, wonderful, incredible play. I learned a lot by watching his play, and some of the things that. So here's the thing: when you watch WildSusanBoyle, you're like, okay, yeah, really good team composition, but then his like execution and gameplay and his thing, I'm like, I can't do that. Realistically, I would not be able to do that. At least for me. I'm sure there's a lot of really great battlers in this chat. I personally would not be able to execute at that level. So pretty insane. That's why I really like watching PvP, like watching some of the best battlers in the world go at it, and especially in these huge tournaments. These are like dream matchups. It's like you talk about like, oh, like you have like these like local heroes or regional heroes, and you're like, and you have like debates on like who can beat who and whatnot, and you know, all doesn't definitively get settled, but it somewhat gets settled when they meet each other in these tournaments, and it takes both skill and some chance to win in tournaments of this size. But it's cool to see these type of opportunities not just occur at season 1 championships, which I think are amazing, but also like throughout the year, each month, we see some like these like classic matchups. Like, you know, a lot of hype goes towards like East Coast battlers, which they should. Like, there's obviously a lot of really amazing ones, but there's a lot of really amazing ones on the West Coast, which has been highlighted through these battle towers and mega tournaments, and obviously a lot of really great battlers in many places. So hopefully more of these battle towers will get to see some of this amazing gameplay and, you know, provide this amazing experience to everyone. So, but yeah, it's absolutely crazy. But and yeah, I had pretty high hopes that WildSusanBoyle would take this one home. So, anyways, I'm gonna leave it there. Thanks everyone for joining the stream, and thanks everyone for watching the video. And I'll see everyone next time.